We're back, baby.
Oh my God! Thank God!
What have we done this summer without Serie A?
God! It was miserable. It was miserable
for real.
I mean, aside from my beautiful vacation that I had
With your family?
With my family.
Besides that being miserable?
No, actually, it was fun because I got to enjoy Sicily a lot.
You like Sicily?
It's like you're in Greece and in Sicily at the same time. It's just beautiful.
So Albarez like Sicily?
A lot.
Which one is better, Bari or Sicily?
I would say they're equally beautiful.
No, if you had to choose one.
I would pick up Sicily right now.
Ooh. Good man. And if you say it, that means you really know that Sicily is much better than Bari.
Well, it's
much better.
I wasn't unexpected. It was strikingly surprised to me the way how beautiful Sicily is. In all aspect. I mean, except for the food, that we have slightly better food, but architectural, sightseeing, ocean, people are extremely nice.
People like you?
Yeah, people like me.
I don't want to go to Sicily.
And
excellent people.
I no longer like Sicily.
Very friendly, very available, very
available.
I like that.
Yeah, they make themselves, nice. Actually, they'll take you inside of their home to with them. They're beautiful.
Did you ever hear
nice.
they did that study? They did a study across, I think, Europe, who are the most hospitable people.
Hospitality.
Sicilians,
that's the word.
They put a person, a random person, and they said who would invite you into their home more, take care of somebody who doesn't have anything, and Sicilians won that.
Listen, if you have a Sicilian as a friend, they'll take their shirt off their back. And
I wouldn't give you my shirt.
Now, you're not Sicilian, you're a bootleg.
If I had 15 shirts, I still wouldn't
give
you.
You're a bootleg.
What about my dad?
Let's not exaggerate. Your dad is good. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
You think he'd give you a shirt?
Absolutely.
What about the shirt that you're wearing?
He gave it to me. He gave me a shirt from Aldini, and I'm supposed to be taking a couple pictures. I totally forgot about it.
What about this shirt that you're wearing right now? That's directly from Michael and I.
Well,
but you just made fun of us.
Mike said to me, this is a gift from me.
Why are you starting stuff?
Mike? I don't mind.
Where's your shirt?
I got mine stolen.
By the way, guys, thank you.
From an Interfan?
From an Interfan.
If it wasn't from both of you,
I really like the shirt.
I like it. I kind of like it. And the fact that AC Milan was wearing it today, it makes it double special. And you know what? I'm going to give 2 kisses for the 2 goals. That's it.
Yo, so guys, the round 1 already, I think we learned a lot. Yeah. We learned a lot. I mean, strikers scoring goals. Belotti scoring 2 goals was crazy. CDK scoring on his debut.
Yes, I like that.
Lecce coming back in 2 minutes and throwing Lazio under the bus. Roma slipping up against Salernitana. And then all the big boys, they all showed up and they all won. Since Milan just ended just minutes ago and it's fresh off my mind, I say we start there. And since we got you, the Milan fan, what a debut from Milan against Bologna. Bologna side was not as good as last year, we should say. Lost Arnautovic or Orsolini wasn't starting. Thiago Motta's also had some problems with Bologna and their management because he's not happy with the transfer market they've done. But either way, Milan had a few new starters, and Pulisic put in one of the best debut performances, at least in the first half, that I've seen in quite some time. So calm on the ball, finding his space, helping out his teammates. He did a little bit of everything, and he is going to be a problem on that right side. Finally, they have a different outlet than Rafael Leao.
Absolutely. I think we have a lot outlets right now. I mean, I'm not an electrician, but those outlets that we have, Chukwueze.
Corny dad jokes.
Then we have Love Two Chicks. We have Pulisic.
Who's the other midfielder today?
Grinder. Oh my God, this guy.
Don't say Grinder.
Why?
Because it's Reinders.
Reinders is excellent player. I mean, hey, listen to me. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but as far as I have seen so far, we need to register the defense a little better because Kalula and Calabria, they don't inspire. Even actually Tomori, they don't inspire a lot of my confidence on the defense. But maybe we still got a clean sheet. Magnan is still the leader of the defense. I think we need an extra defender over there that is going to shore up the way AC Milan comes out of the box. But this Reinders, I'm telling you, it's all over the place.
He looks amazing.
All over.
He's an engine.
So I can just see him and Benacer on the 4-2-3-1 because today they played the 4-3-3. But even on the 4-2-3-1, oh my God, this guy is unbelievable. Krunic, top of the line.
You love him.
I love him.
You're like Pioli. You're obsessed.
Listen. This guy here, he pays high dividend for AC Milan because he's excellent. He functions as an additional center. He comes out of the box. He's one of the best coming out of the box when AC Milan is starting to put the game on the floor, and he's excellent. He comes down, he defends, and it's all over the place. So it's a multi. It's like a multi-layer cookie. You get so many different colors from
Reinders?
No,
Milan.
Krunic. He's excellent. To me,
Did you just call Krunic a 7-layered cookie?
yeah, because he's got so many different layers.
7-layer cookies are good, to be honest.
He's excellent.
It's a good
7
cookie.
layers are excellent. So
True.
Krunic is right on top of that, and he's got so many different aspects on his game. Nobody can figure this guy here out. Sometimes you think he's defending, sometimes he's offending, sometimes it's proposition, it's everything.
You think he's talking about Messi, the way you're describing
Listen,
it.
this guy is a renaissance player. I like him. I'll take him.
How much did he pay you for this?
I like him, but not as much as you.
Okay, I like him.
And Musa wasn't even available. He's serving the one-game
my God,
suspension that he had in La
I
Liga.
wanted to see him. I want to see Americans in action, my friend. USA all the way. Pulisic? Oh my God. You just said it before. I'll tell you, this guy here, he didn't need. I mean, this guy came. He looks like he's been playing for AC Milan for 10 years.
The goal that he scored was class.
Oh my God.
Class.
But
He set up also the first one too, to
Yes,
Reinders. But
spectacular.
then the goal that he scored was world class.
Well, what about Reinder? Reinder could have gone to goal himself because even the angle was not perfect, but he decided to put the ball right on the middle for Giroud, boom, for a tap in. It's excellent. Excellent first game. I mean, I wanted to see with the big team what AC Milan is going to be able to do, but I like our midfield. It's going to spell a lot of problems.
You know what else I like about your team?
What?
You're a lot more physical than last year.
We are.
You're big bodies. Like they go into challenges, they go into tackles. And I think that's going to be important with all the competitions that you play, but also when the intensity gets, to a certain level. I think that's where Milan will
I saw AC
excel.
Milan pressing. When they lose the ball, they keep pressing. They go for to take the ball away. I see Giroud. Giroud is in top shape. I mean, hey, don't get Antonio. Please don't get ahead of yourself because you're gonna wind up making a mistake.
Why? What are you thinking? What are the two sides that Antonio's thinking right now?
I think
the devil
that-
and the angel.
I think that I don't want to just go too far ahead of myself, but I would say AC Milan top 3. Not winning, but top 3.
I mean, that's not that crazy of a prediction.
It is a little crazy because I've
really.
seen Atalanta playing very well, Juventus playing very well, Inter playing very well, Napoli playing very well. So already four teams right there. So and it's not easy to be on top. So you have to just play every game like it's a final. This is no reason for us to think, oh, a small team, a big team. The small teams are more important than the big teams. So I like to see AC Milan not dropping points with the teams like Spezia, with teams like, those.
Spezia's not here anymore.
I know, but I said last year we dropped the points with Spezia. Okay? Verona, Spezia.
Well, you
all
have
those
also
things.
much more options on the bench now
Oh, thank
as well.
God.
Okafor,
Now-
Chukwueze.
Now we have the second team ready to take over in case we have an emergency.
Mike, he brought up those teams that also won, the teams that look really good, and obviously we'll dive deeper into them. But what you mentioned in our preview podcast that you think that this is the most competitive Serie A that you can remember. Was that confirmed? That was before the games. Is that confirmed now after the first match week with Napoli winning, Juventus, Inter, Milan, and Atalanta?
Yeah, I think the bigger teams right now, I think they're proving a lot of people's points where they fortified the positions that were needed, and they had no hiccups. There was no surprise for the top teams, which is good in a sense that we're gonna see. I mean, it's a small sample size. It's only the first round in, but I think it clarifies how good these teams really are and how much better they've gotten from last season. So I think it's gonna be a dogfight till the end. We're gonna
What's
see a
your
lot of competition.
very early, you could look back and laugh prediction from you?
I'm already laughing
after
at
the first teams.
I'm already laughing at
who looks the strongest?
I'm laughing that I put Milan in third because they look so good already on the first day. I thought they're gonna take. They look like they have chemistry already. They're playing like flawless football, not flawless, but they're playing very well. Like they know each other very well. I thought take them some time to go through, but they look great today. It's against Bologna, yeah, but it was still the first game of the season, and they look good.
So you say they look the best out of the top teams?
I'm not saying they look the best, but they're proving me wrong the most from my prediction
So
already.
who looks the best out of those teams? Very early.
I mean, Juve look very good considering I didn't expect them to play that attacking football. I did put them in second place, but I didn't think we'd see that good of a football from them.
That's
So
one of the
maybe them.
best debuts I've seen in
very
quite some
nice.
time. Obviously, it's
For Juventus?
against Udinese,
Yeah.
and Udinese have gotten a lot worse this year with the transfers that they made. Even Sotil after the match, his press conference was like, close the mercato now because he wants Samardžić to stay. But Juventus' debut was phenomenal. And I think that it's surprising and not surprising. It's surprising because of everything that happened last year in terms of the style that they played. But when you put good players in the position to succeed, that's what happens. And you see right away, they're pressing, right? Vlahovic helps set the press as well as the other midfielders. And then Federico Chiesa, he's got the knack for goal. If he's close to goal, he's able to provide goals. That's what he hasn't been able to do in quite some time because he's constantly been played as a wingback. And it's kind of funny what you see when he's closer to goal and his chemistry with Vlahovic, the link-up play, spectacular. And then I think that also the Cambiaso was amazing on the left wing back spot. And I think he also did something very interesting where he was inverting. He's playing as a left wing back, but he inverted into the midfield, which allowed Chiesa to get wide, which is more so his natural position. So it was just opening up a lot of space for other players to be deadly. And then you got Tim Weah, who put in a great debut on the right wing back spot.
Excellent player.
Bombing. He likes to attack more, but bombing forward. It was a really good debut from Juventus.
Juventus defense looks excellent to me. And believe it or not, Bonucci for the first time is not part of the project anymore. And I'll tell you what, this Cambiaso and Gatti, forget about Gatti was not playing. Gatti is one of the top defender. I saw him playing last year. He was not a second choice. Gatti, he established himself to be one of the top defender for Juventus and Serie A this year. So Juventus on the back looks good. I mean, the goalkeeper, it's not the top, but it's on the top 5 or 6 goalkeeper that we have in Europe.
What were you going to say about Cambiaso?
Cambiaso is excellent. I like him a lot.
He's much better than Kostic for me.
Oh, by far.
Kostic is very one-dimensional.
He comes out of the box and he comes. He's very propositive when he comes. He just crosses the ball. He goes all the way to the top. It's a complete defender. It's one at the top. It's like a Tio Hernandez. Even though they don't play the same position 100%. But I like him. He's got stamina.
Did you know he was playing in Serie D in 2019?
Oh my God, this guy is unbelievable.
It's crazy.
How old is he?
Crazy rise.
He looks like what? 21? 23.
It's good that they're betting on him. He had a good preseason. He proved everybody wrong. He proved that he could be part of the squad. And I like his mentality. I like everything that he said. Obviously, his idol is Cancelo, who he mentioned. But it's the journey that he's had. He said that it feels like he's in an amusement park. The fact that he's playing with such great players in this, and he's having fun. All those things are important. But for our left side, even for Italy, I think he's the guy to watch.
Is Italian? I thought it was Argentinian.
No.
You kidding me?
You always confuse the two.
Holy cow. I thought it was
What did you think? He's Esteban Cambiaso?
No, but it's a 1S or double S?
1S.
So he can play in Italy?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take him.
You know that in Sky Italia, they put Esteban Cambiaso. They put him as being Argentinian, as the legendary midfielder.
He played for the youth already, U21s.
I mean, he's only Italian.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
What?
So he played for Argentina?
No, he played for Italy. He's only Italian.
Okay, all right, thank God. I like him.
Yeah, I like him too. Even Juventus as a whole.
I don't like it that he played for Juventus, but I like him. He's a good kid.
But even Bologna, I saw him play. He's good. He's quality, and I think he's gonna be a good fullback in the future for sure. He has a good future ahead of him.
So, this Juventus side.
Well, it's only one game, but they look different. They don't look like they're coached by Allegri.
Yeah, that's surprisingly. Yeah. This is a total different ball game. I mean, Allegri is the guy just wait and see for somebody else to make a mistake. All of a sudden, now the team it's the fluidity is a little better. They look like that they're playing, that they want to defend, that they want to just score. I mean, the Juventus now they're not waiting for something to happen. They're making things happen for themselves.
They had life. I feel like last year I saw a team that was like drained. There was no energy. There was no excitement. There was no feeling. Now it actually feels like there's something. Again, like we said, where it's round one. But still.
Giuntoli didn't come over just to looking at Allegri, just putting up the same kind of a crappy game, for Juventus. The people, they pay the tickets. They pay a lot of money to go watching those guys. So he wants to see an offensive game, and he wants to see Juventus producing game, not waiting for somebody to make a mistake. So they have the players. I'm not sure if the midfielder of Juventus are top.
I agree
the
with
way
you.
other midfielders they have. Napoli is very good. AC Milan is good. Inter is one at the top midfield. Yeah. So Atalanta looks good too. So Juventus is, to me, it's number 4 or 5 in terms of a midfield, provenance. But watch. I would say the offensive line of Juventus with this Weah, oh my God, this got speed. This guy here, once he's starting to get some additional confidence, he can do the 4-3-3 with those.
He's very versatile.
Oh,
But I think the big key is there's still a little while for the Mercato to be open.
What else you want to get?
No. What I'm saying is they can't sell Dusan Vlahovic and Chiesa. That's been the rumor all summer long.
They're not going to sell them. Not now, especially after they scored
They
on the
shouldn't.
first week. They shouldn't score.
They got to get rid. They got to get rid of the idea of Lukaku. The idea of getting Lukaku for Vlahovic. I think that they've proven throughout preseason and now even in the first game. You see the way that they're celebrating together, the connection that they have. They're the two men to go forward, and if they keep them, then Juventus could do something special.
Yeah, but they wanted to monetize. I think Chiesa, they were hoping for 70 million. Somebody's going to give you for a Vlahovic 70 million. I think that guy's worth it 60, 50. 50 maybe.
I think the biggest
you
thing
get 50
is,
million for Vlahovic.
I think Vlahovic has not shown anything yet.
I think the biggest
He's got
thing
so much potential.
is they better hope they don't have any rumors from any teams, like any official bids the last few days, because that's when it could get sticky. Right now, there's still time, but usually when teams are scrambling, especially if something happens.
But you're not a serious club if you sell.
Yeah, but
if you
nobody
sell
else is moving.
Vlahovic
But it's
or
also-
Chiesa in the last days of Mercato, you're not serious.
The thing with Juventus, it's very tough because if you're not playing in Champions League, if you're not playing Europe, it's hard to.
But he
keep
wants to
these kinds
stay.
of-
But
I'm just
he
saying,
wants to stay.
based on what
they
what
both
it is.
feel like they want to stay.
Yeah.
Even Sassuolo said, "All right, you didn't buy Berardi by the 18th. We're not selling him now. You can't sell him when you're so close to the Mercato ending."
I'm surprised Berardi will put Juventus. To me, if Juventus gets Berardi,
They want him, but
I know.
Sassuolo saying they're not
If
going to sell now. It's too late.
If Juventus gets Berardi, it will be first two.
I agree.
Top two.
I agree with that.
I think the top two already.
Top two.
I
As
think-
it is right now, they look excellent. With Berardi will put them over the top. That guy's have 10, 15 goals a season. And
Both
Cuadrado,
assists and
you know,
goals.
you guys made a big mistake with Cuadrado. Cuadrado should have stayed.
No,
Cuadrado is gonna score. Is gonna score for Inter a lot of goals.
he's going to be the backup to
He's gonna
Dumfries.
come off.
Dumfries garbage.
He did pretty good.
Comparing to Cuadrado, Dumfries is garbage. No, I mean I don't want
old, Cuadrado's
to. I don't
old.
want to denigrate Dumfries, but
Yeah, you just called him garbage, but yeah, you don't want to degrade him.
I am meant to call him garbage. But
What'd you
in
mean
terms
to
of,
call him?
Intensity. I meant to call him. It's not as good as Cuadrado.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So I'll take the garbage out. Just can you cut this from the podcast?
Sounds good.
All right.
That you want to cut. But when your wife called in the video, you said leave that in.
Yeah, leave it in.
That you don't want to answer
I
a
got
phone
no
call.
secrets. I got
You're
no
bad.
secrets.
You're bad, Anto.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to say something, Mike.
Tell us.
I love what the Arabs are doing with taking all of these big superstars from Europe. I think that's leveling the playing field. I'm serious.
I don't think many
It's
agree with you.
leveling the playing field for the Champions League, for the Italian team. Not that we needed them to do that. Hey, we made it to the final with Inter last year. And Inter, they almost get this close here to...
You're saying them stealing players from other leagues?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Saudi?
Yes.
How about Serie A when they take like Savic?
Savic is the only one so far. I don't see any other. Look, Neymar is
Brozovic?
gone. Brozovic was at the end of his career. Come
He's
on,
right.
Brozovic.
Hakan was better
but
than
I'm
him.
just saying taking players out of the league.
Listen, I think they're doing a spectacular job for leveling the playing field in Europe because when you are in international competition, Mike, I think Italians, they're going to go farther than what you
They're
think.
the FFP, right?
What are you talking
They're the real
about?
FFP taking away.
What
What does that mean,
all that
FFP?
financial fair play. That's actually working. Taking
I ain't
the
get that. I'm
big
going to
guys
learn
out.
that. FFP, okay. I know BFF.
What's BFF?
Best friends forever.
Who's your BFF?
BFF, Mike.
What, over me?
No, Mike is my BFF.
What the hell?
You just...
I introduced you to Mike.
I don't know, Mike.
No, Gaetano introduced me to him.
I introduced you to him. I invited you to Aviator when we play soccer.
No, your dad. Your dad introduced me to him.
The Messinas introduced you.
Gaetano's my BFF.
Yeah, but Mike is special.
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 Thanks, Anto.
Mike's a mess. That's what Mike
And
is.
you know what? Mike's father is even better than him.
That we
When
could
it comes
agree on.
with the Greek Easter, oh my God. He's the king of the lamb.
That I agree with. All right, so you mentioned Dumfries.
Can you tell your
and
father
Inter.
that I said something nice about him?
I will.
Good.
You mentioned Dumfries and Inter. Oh, well, let's talk about them. They had a great debut match against Monza. A Monza side that was passing the ball side to side. They were dominating possession. They did everything, but they get to the final third of the pitch and they got no ideas and there's no quality. They do really well to get to that point, but then never really threatening Inter at all. And Inter are so happy playing that game. Sitting back, they counter as they're one of the best teams in the world at playing counter-attacking football. They're so fast. They break so quick. Everyone knows exactly where to be. Their wing-backs will cut inside. They make it such a difficult task for any team to be able to defend because they're so quick in their movements. They're used to it. That's their happy place. I thought they did it amazing for their debut match. Lautaro Martinez picking up where he left off, 2 goals. He's the captain of Inter, leading the side, opening up space, helping his teammates. Thuram made his debut where I thought he did well defending and putting in some dirty work and challenges, but he's not the proper 9. Once Arnautovic came in, different game.
Did you see the assist he gave? That little fake he did. That's something Dzeko can't really do. So that's where I see Arnautovic. He's a little bit more for a big man like Dzeko. He has that technical ability that Dzeko doesn't have.
He's got the talent,
which I found amazing. And another thing for me, Inter, I just want to name you the subs that they made: Arnautovic, Carlos Augusto, Juan Cuadrado, Fratesi, and Bisek.
Carlos Augusto came from Monza, right?
Monza, yeah.
He was a top goal scorer.
Player. That's
five qualities. That's
ridiculous.
Crazy. It's
that's insane depth.
Inter have
you know
great
what?
depth.
The only
except center back, but they're getting Pavard.
The only weakness that I see on Inter is goalkeeping and center back.
No, center back they're getting Pavard from Bayern Munich.
Pavard, I'm not sure if it's the Pavard that we saw winning the World Cup with France and we're winning international competition.
I think he'll be great.
He's still quality.
I think he'll be great.
I don't know. I think the defense of Inter, I mean, aside from Bastoni, De Vrij, it's not top defender.
Darmian is still great.
Even
if their names aren't the most attractive,
the age factor for the defender of Inter, except for Bastoni, the way I said it, it could be a problem. A goalkeeper, I don't think Onana can be subbed by this guy here.
Summer.
No, nothing. This guy here is not as good as
we didn't get to see really.
He's not as good with his feet, but he's still a good keeper.
You know what? You know the way they're compensating this weakness on the defense. That they have a much better midfield. They had one of the top midfield of last year already. But with Fratesi, even though he came on the second half, I'm telling you, they have no weakness on the midfield. I think it's one of the best midfield of Europe.
I agree.
I'm not sure.
Fratesi didn't even get to start yet, and I'm telling you, the counterattacking football that Inzaghi plays, Fratesi is perfect for that system. He's gonna get into the box like crazy. He's gonna have a lot of goals, I think, this season. And the one thing, just to go back on Arnautovic, I think that he's gonna be a sneaky great signing. I think he'll be one of the most important players, and my prediction is he gets to start a lot more. Probably. He's that good. He helps the team play so well. Holds the ball up, moves around the defenders, likes to set up his teammates. It's a little bit more classic partnership with
Dzeko. I like Dzeko. Yeah, I think I see a lot of similarity with Dzeko with this guy here, but this guy's got an extra gear and it's a little bit more unpredictable than Dzeko.
I'm with you. I think it was a great. They spent a lot. He cost them a lot of money for a 34-year-old.
How much?
$10 million.
Oh, that's not a lot of money.
For 34-year-old?
It's all right.
They have no resale value.
2 more years. We got Giroud.
Yeah, they'll make that money back.
But $10 million is a lot for him.
But he was good with Bologna the past couple of seasons, so I think
had problems in the locker room though.
Yeah, I know.
That's the only fear with him.
On the field, I think that was the only problem because he wanted to leave.
He's always had problems.
He was supposed to leave, then he stayed, and he wasn't happy about that.
No, it's because he wasn't working for the team.
Yeah, but Mike, this guy here, apparently, I think it was part of the triplete when Mourinho was the coach of Inter. He didn't get to play much to be able to say, hey, I won, but he was part of the group. So I think inside his heart, he's always been an Inter fan, and I think right now, at this age, to be brought over there, and with all the feedback getting, I mean, Inter losing Lukaku with all of that saga over there was like a telenovela, was disgraceful. Anyway, so I think I see this guy here paying a lot of dividends.
Would you take Lukaku
Inter
back at Inter right now? If you were Inter, if you were Marotta,
no,
and Lukaku said, "Please take me back,"
because now you're gonna see you're gonna upset a lot of fans over there. The fans
can't just go based off what the fans say.
Yeah, they wrote him off. Even Cuadrado in the beginning. Cuadrado is gonna do very well in Milan. Watch out, Cuadrado is gonna do very well for Inter. Even though in the beginning Inter fans said, Cuadrado. This guy's gonna do very well for Inter, and Cuadrado is very, very smart. He'll take you one.
He'll be fine off the bench.
Yeah, Inter. I think it's top 2.
We'll do Michael and I gave our predictions for who's the top 4. We'll get yours and we'll do it again at the end for anyone who missed our preview.
Now, once you do
I agree.
You can change
yours, just yours.
Yeah.
So what did you do, Mike?
We gotta listen to yours first, so you don't have to copy off.
I don't need to copy from anybody.
So who's your first place? Or who's your fourth place? Who's your fourth?
My fourth is AC Milan.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Third, I would say Napoli.
Okay. Second
is between Juventus and Inter. I'm puzzled. Second is gonna be Juventus
and Inter first. I have Inter first. Do I have Milan second, Napoli third, and Juventus fourth? Something like that. I feel confident that Inter is gonna win this year.
They have the team. They have the team.
But there's
unless some major injuries.
Their big problem has been not focusing in smaller games. They lost to Monza They picked up 1 point against Monza all last year. It was those matches that win you the Scudetto at the end of the day.
Bologna? That was nice.
That's
that
when you guys were able to win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You remember like it was today?
I love that. I'm still... It's like an ice cream that never ends. You keep eating
What
it.
kind of ice cream you eat?
What kind of ice cream they got in body? Should we talk about the champions of Italy?
The champions of Italy, Napoli, spectacular. I like it.
Struggled in the beginning a little bit. Frosinone scored first, kind of like their match against Verona last year. Frosinone came out playing like
Looked nice.
2010 Barcelona,
nice.
which we knew to expect because of the way Di Francesco likes to play. But then they were never going to be able to keep up that rhythm of it's too much for a team like Frosinone. They were defending with like 2 or 3 defenders at one point against Napoli.
Yeah.
Come on,
They overdid it.
Be smart a little bit.
They got too ahead of themselves.
Hey, I gotta tell you something. La lotta per la retrocessione, in which the fight to be relegated, is gonna be tough this year. All the teams, they're not scrappy. I mean, even last year, Monza is not gonna go down. I know it.
Of course not.
Genova, even though they got Retegui, they got 3 or 4 very good signs. They're gonna fight. Cagliari, they're gonna fight. Salernitana is not going out. Lecce is not going out.
They freaking
Who's going out?
They came back.
Someone's got to go out.
Frosinone might be one of them, but the first 15-20 minutes, Frosinone.
Verona won.
I think Empoli's going down.
Empoli gonna go down.
Empoli's gonna go down.
Empoli.
I think Verona's gonna make it.
I don't like Empoli.
They sold their best guy.
They sold the best player.
Vicario, Cambiaghi.
I was watching Vicario playing at Tottenham. Oh my God.
Vicario did well.
Spectacular.
He did well.
How many saves he made, this guy here.
And that's our goalkeeper that was playing at Empoli last year.
I would actually like to see Vicario on the Italian national team.
We have a lot of good goalkeepers.
I got this kind of stuff that is getting to me. Anybody that leaves Italy to go to play in another league, they kind of forfeit themselves to be wearing the Italian national shirts.
That makes no sense.
I take those things very seriously.
Cassano went to Madrid.
Wait a moment.
Anto, that's like saying that you came to America to live, so your family in Italy should banish you because you came to America.
Don't go that far. I love America and I love Italy.
Only when it fits your narrative, you don't like listening to the truth.
You see,
right,
they put me on the spot. You think it's fair? I'm here to have fun, and look what they do.
We started talking about Napoli. How did we get to this?
Yeah, why don't we talk about Napoli? Napoli played a spectacular games. Mike, let's not change subject, okay?
Osimhen, another guy that just...
2 goals.
He's so hungry. That's what strikes me about Osimhen. The guy, he's a fox in the box. He goes at it. He wants to score. He scores 1 goal. No, I want to score a 2nd goal. He's running. He's asking questions. He could score in a variety of ways, and he always scores decisive goals. He's always that man.
I mean, Osimhen, right now, if you think he's a fluke, you're crazy. You got to get your eyes checked because he's just a top player. It's just wondering we didn't even ask you who's going to be the capocannoniere for this season. Everyone had something different.
Capocannoniere, that's tough. I would pick up one of the 2.
Belotti?
No. Il Gallo did very well for the first half. I would say
Belotti's got the same amount of goals as Osimhen.
And he has an offside goal too. Should have got 3.
So basically 3 goals.
Basically better than everyone else in the league.
That's a tough one, Mike. Who's going to be playing? Not Lautaro. Lautaro's not going to do it. I think it's going to be between Osimhen and one of the
Immobile?
2.
One of the 2.
He's won the most.
I would like to see Chiesa to be the capocannoniere.
Relax.
It's tough.
Relax.
I don't know.
It would be a good season if he got 14 goals.
Yeah,
not Vlahovic. I don't want Vlahovic to be fighting.
Back to Napoli.
So I wanted to say Napoli scored 3 on the first round of the season without Kvaratskhelia too. So I think this is a huge thing. They conceded first, but it's attitude afterwards, how they came back and how they finished. We've seen it so many countless amount of times, how many times they were having a bad first half or they conceded first and they ended up picking up the pace. And so far, my biggest question mark was if Rudy Garcia can really take over for Spalletti, fill in his shoes. So far, he passed the first round, and they looked sharp all around. So
I have my doubts on the Napoli defense, regardless of Kim In-jae and all the stuff. Rachmani, because over there I see a little hesitation when they're coming out of the box. That's they're a little scrappy from time to time. But I mean, Lobotka is un regista
it's
completo.
good. Yeah, it's good.
Offensively, defensively,
everywhere.
it's all over the place.
You almost broke
I almost broke your computer, Mike.
I'll charge
relax.
you, don't worry.
You're charging?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
you're
charge-
charging the
I'll
computer.
No, I'll charge you.
Oh,
For
you're
He'll
going to
invoice
charge
you.
me?
Yeah,
Invoice.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Can
So
you ask
anyway,
for 2, Mike?
I would say Zielinski.
But also, but the defense, Di Lorenzo
Yeah,
was
yeah.
amazing.
It was
what he,
influential on
what
the-
he
on
did
the
to set
goal,
up the
yeah.
second goal, again, kind of like what I said about
Assist of
Cambiaso.
both.
He inverts to the midfield, which is what modern fullbacks do. He becomes like a playmaker. That's how good Di Lorenzo has become.
I think Napoli is going to get into some sort of a trouble when they find the people with the fast winger like Inter, like AC Milan, like Juventus. They're going to have the track back and not to be as offensive as you've seen them playing yesterday with Frosinone. I seen a lot of trouble on defense for Napoli. The midfield is one of the top, still one of the top 3, I will say top 3. But the defense of Napoli is scaring me a little bit. So.
Cayusta didn't have a good debut. He was the new man brought in. It was kind of crazy to throw him into the fire. I thought it was pretty early. It wasn't expected. He conceded the penalty first, and then he probably should have been sent off as well. Then he went into another tackle.
It's a little bit scrappy.
He didn't get a yellow on the penalty.
Maybe.
And then he got subbed at halftime, and Anguissa came on.
The jeers, maybe the pressure
For
to
sure.
play in front of 70, 80,000 people over there. It's just,
It's not easy.
this is the only reasons why we have to talk about my best friend's CDK in Atalanta. The guy could
Your
not
boy.
really get it together.
And now he scores on
And
his
now
debut.
he scores on his debut, and I think he's going to do very well because Gasperini is the type of guy that is not going to put any pressure on him. La Piazza, we say in Italy, it's not as demanding as when you are playing in San Siro. So the CDK, I'm happy if he does very well. Except when he plays against AC Milan,
He's going to score against you.
Oh.
I'm telling you right now, I'll make you a bet. CDK is going to score against Milan.
Okay, what do you want to bet?
What do you want to bet?
Yeah.
Computer.
I'll buy you.
Okay, go.
I'll buy you a croissant and coffee from Villabate.
What the hell is that?
Well, who's a
That's a
couple
bet.
dollars?
It's not a couple
I'll
dollars.
wear a Milan jersey.
You wear a Milan
You
jersey.
wear a Juventus jersey.
I'll wear a Juventus jersey.
Deal. Okay. Come on, CDK.
I don't think he's gonna
Is he
score.
gonna celebrate, though?
I hope not.
Oh, I
If he
hope he
celebrates,
celebrates.
that'd be
I hope he
hilarious.
celebrates. I hope he looks right into the camera and says, Antonio Cinque Palmi, you talk bad about me all year
Never,
long.
never.
this.
Actually, I will take this.
You call him Barbie doll all the time.
You called him Barbie. Yeah, you
because
did.
it's like a can. It's not a Barbie. It's the can of the Barbie. That's what
The can?
The Ken.
Yeah, the can is the boy,
Why
the
are you
guy.
making fun of him?
That's not right.
That's not right.
That's not cool.
I would celebrate.
It's not funny.
First of
I'd
all,
celebrate.
Not funny.
that's not.
That's what you're
are
going
you
to
talking
get. Your
about?
karma's coming for you.
I like CDKs. Carlo, Charlie, whatever. I like you. Don't listen to those guys. They're
Charlie.
instigating me. I want you to do very well because I want you back. Okay? And
We're
I
going
want
to
to
send this
prove.
to Ricardo.
They got the
We're gonna
obligation
show
to
him.
buy.
I wanted to prove maybe Pioli and the people that they got rid of, the new squad that they got rid of Maldini, that they probably made a mistake.
Okay.
So we want you back, and we want you back in top shape. Okay?
Also, for Atalanta, I really like Kolasinac.
Oh,
the center
my
back.
God.
Yo, he fits Atalanta. If there was ever somebody that fit Atalanta, it's Kolasinac. Strong, tough.
Spectacular. Where did they
takes
get him from?
nothing.
Where did they get him from?
Is he a Schalke? I'll double check.
He used to be at Arsenal. I don't know where they signed him from. But he was great.
Who does the
in defense.
homework for Atalanta? Don't tell me that it's Gasperini only.
He was at
gotta be
Marseille.
somebody else.
He was at Marseille. There we go.
Yeah, free agent.
He played well.
Who's the Mike? Who's the GM of the direttore sportivo of Atalanta?
Isn't Percassi?
No, Percassi is the owner.
Yeah, Percassi is the
What
owner.
am I thinking? Sartori, no? Why? I'm pretty sure.
You have the computer right in front of
No,
you.
the computer.
Just
man.
double
That's why
check.
I sent you to
Well, why
school,
do you
man.
think we have you
That doesn't
here?
ring you any bell? That doesn't ring
That's
any
why I
Yeah, it
bell?
does,
sent you
but
to
just
school,
double check.
Mike.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
What
it
did I
is.
send you to school for? Do you know to use the keyboards?
Put in Direttore Sportivo Atalanta.
Yeah, direttore sportivo Atalanta.
I don't need this. I know the-
Lookman didn't have a...
Sartori, I'm telling you. I don't need a
Sartori.
computer. That's
You,
right
bro,
here.
first you said Percassi, bro.
Percassi.
I
You
got
said the
confused.
owner.
But you guys aren't even agreeing. Oh, maybe it
But
sounds
we're just saying
good.
double check.
Hey, by the way, Mike
So
is
that
on
we
his
know.
game. Mike is on his game. Don't say anything about it.
Sartori.
Mike, thank you, Mike. Anyway.
Also, Scamacca came in. He almost set up CDK in his first touch. I think he'll be a problem too. I think he's one of the guys that could get Capo Cannoniere too. A longer shot if he could get Capo Cannoniere. But they're in the right system. Like you said, for De Catalare, they're in a system where Atalanta likes to attack.
I don't see any more space for Zapata. I think they're gonna get.
No, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's going to Roma.
I didn't mean he's gone.
He's going to Roma.
He played the first half.
Okay, but he's going to Roma.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Most
150%.
Most likely.
Well, because of the
You gotta see
injuries.
the medicals first. He's not the healthiest fella.
That's
So
true.
he might not.
Yeah, but he looks good though. He is looking.
Nah.
Yo,
I don't
He's
even
not
like
the
the
same.
signing
He's
for
not the same
Roma.
player he once was. He was my favorite.
Yo,
player.
Roma's got
I loved
Belotti
him.
now.
my
He's
God.
Capocannoniere. 2 goals. Yo, he looked like 2017 Andrea Belotti. The movement was great, even on the one that was taken away.
Yeah, when they give
was
it
sick.
to AC Milan for 100 million.
You should
Yeah.
have took it.
Oh,
You would have got an early buy,
Thank God.
pre-buy, pre-order,
Hey,
pre-order.
Gallo.
You should have pre-ordered him. Anto.
Yeah, il Gallo.
Yo, his movements were great for Roma. If he comes out big, he had a good preseason for the club as well. He's one that he scored 0 goals last year. 0 goals in the Serie A. Tammy's injured. They're desperate for a striker all summer long. Every paper, Mourinho's taking a picture with nobody saying he doesn't even have a striker. Belotti, maybe he absorbed all this information. He said, all right, it's time for me to wake up. If he became that player from Torino, it would be a problem for Roma. It would be really good. But obviously, Roma tying 2-2 to Salernitana, they have a lot more work than just the striker.
What about this Candreva, man? This guy is like a gift that keeps on giving. It's unbelievable. And the goals that he scores are not cheap goals.
They're crazy.
Top of the line
That guy's
goals,
incredible.
man.
Roma conceded crazy goals, to
I
be
was
fair.
watching Golasso when Papi was showing all the best goals of last year. I mean, this guy crosses the ball almost.
It was
from
against
the
Roma,
defense.
too.
Oh, you see that? Boom!
He's
with the ball.
ex-Laziale, that's why.
Oh, easy!
Yeah.
Oh, mamma mia!
good.
So,
fun to watch.
Candreva when he played on the national team was kind of very boring. I didn't like him, but now he's find a new life.
There's
And
a section of Italian players or players in Serie A that just get better with age.
Yeah.
Like, it's a thing. Like fine wine.
Lucatoni used to be one of them too because I remember.
Quagliarella got really good after.
Just got amazing.
Yeah.
Pazzini got good too, right?
And what about the guy that used to play for Udine? What's his name?
Di Natale.
Di
Di
Natale.
Natale.
Yo, there's something about this league that it fosters themselves to get better. And they're, like you said, they're not cheap goals.
Ciccio Caputo is another one.
I don't know if
Hey,
I'll
listen,
put him in
don't
that,
say
that category.
that because it's my friend Nick Giordano. It's a paisano Nick Giordano. It's from Altamura. It's Caputo is from where
I don't really
the
care.
place of the best bread.
So Roma they tied 2-2 to Salernitana. They were out without Dybala and Pellegrini, so they were always going to struggle. But still disappointed in the way. I know that they conceded 2 crazy goals, but defensively, I'm scared with this team. I'm scared with this team when they lack the player like Dybala and Pellegrini, what they could actually do. I loved OR. I thought OR was amazing, a really great debut, and he actually adds some technical ability that the team's been lacking for a little bit of time. Like, there's nobody that's really smart, can open up space, can play one touch. Roma really didn't have those types of players last year. And then when Renato Sanchez came in and Paredes, I thought they did well when they came in.
To be honest with you, I'm so happy AC Milan didn't take him. Didn't take
Really?
Renato Sanchez.
He looked good. I thought he looked
He's
good
all
when he
right.
came in.
First game, I
It's
think it was
not AC
fine.
Milan level,
I mean,
this guy here. Thank God
To
we
build
didn't
a
get him.
chemistry in the midfield,
We were
it doesn't
pursuing
work
him for
overnight.
so long, a couple of years ago in last year, and then I seen him a little bit. Yeah, he's got some decent quality, but it's not a top AC Milan.
Honestly, this game though kind of confirmed what I think Roma's season is going to be. A lot more like last year, where they can't compete with the top teams. I know, again, it's one game. We got to keep saying that, otherwise we got a billion comments. It's like, it's one game. Don't make crazy judgments. Before the game, I put a tie. We had a tie for this
Let's
match.
talk
just
about the
because of that.
surprises this year. The surprises are going to be Fiorentina and Atalanta.
All right. 1 second. Let's finish. I think that's the way that Roma season's gonna be.
Roma's not going to be top 6 this year.
I think that it'll be very hard for them. It's gonna be a struggle. Salernitana is a better team than people give credit for. I have them actually as a as a sneaky team
Like
that's
a
gonna
sneaker-
jump
sneaker
up
bar,
on
like
the
a
table
sneaker
because I
bar.
like Paulo Sousa. But yeah, Boulaye Dia is not there yet. He's not in top form. But yeah, for Roma, honestly, I would have been surprised if they had won.
I think Fiorentina this year is going to be taking Roma's place on last year
Top 6?
standing top 6. Yeah, looks good. Atalanta definitely could be the surprise to.
Go on Fiorentina. Why do you think Fiorentina? Because they played amazing against Genoa.
Oh my God! I'm telling you, I seen the fluidity, the offensive line of Fiorentina without Cabral. It's just they're all over the place. They're taking shots all over the place. Italiano is one of these guys that is gonna just. Is going to choke you with the volume of offense. They create so much. They wind up scoring 3 or 4 goals, but
4.
It's just unbelievable. The number of chances that they create, crosses from all over the places, verticalization, side by side. I mean, Italiano has got a system that if they stay healthy, some of those people they're gonna do very well.
You know what I see from Fiorentina? I see them with a vengeance. I see anger.
Yeah. They have a chip on the shoulder.
I see anger for losing 2 finals, and I see that Italiano. He's for me, he's overachieved with this Fiorentina side. I think that he's done an amazing job getting them to this point, and they've continually improved. And now the club has backed him with good players, like with technical players that the squad is able to fight. They were always, because of their mentality and because of their style, they were always able to compete. They always gave difficulty to Milan, to Inter, to Juventus. They always were tough to play. Now they got the players to back it up. And Zola changes the entire look of Fiorentina. They have a reference point, a number 9 who could hold the play up, who's a big body, who's not scared to be physical.
Cabral was not up to
They have the striker to do that, and also because he's a reference point, it's all the guys that get in behind him. Nico Gonzalez, everyone, Icone when he comes back. Fiorentina are a problem, and Bonaventura is another one who gets better with age.
Unbelievable.
He's part of that crew.
It's like wine.
The assist that he gave was spectacular to Mandragora.
Jack is not a second to anybody, nobody. I'm telling you, they might be losing Amrabat because the rumor is that he's going somewhere else. But
Artur looked great in the midfield.
Artur looks very good too.
Started
I
really
can't
well.
believe that you guys gave up on this guy here. To me,
I always liked
I
Artur.
was surprised.
To me, Artur is even better than Locatelli. I don't understand why.
I agree with you.
That means a different.
Locatelli,
Depends how he's played.
Locatelli doesn't look like the Locatelli that used to play for Sassuolo.
I'm with you.
Locatelli's he's scrappy. He's just trying to plug the hole here and there, but it's not. It doesn't. It's not a propositive player. It's not creative.
I always think that he's still not in his position.
Rabiot is playing very well for Juventus.
For me, Locatelli's not the right position for him. He's the guy that needs to bomb forward. He's not the guy that build out of the back.
No.
That's for me.
It's not definitely the Pirlo that Juventus was thinking about him. I think they're gonna have to change his position. Like you said, you're gonna have to move him up. It's not somebody that comes out of the box with
Mike, what do you think about Fiorentina?
I'm surprised how well Fiorentina came. They were
Really
like
surprised?
I didn't think they'd come out with so much attack. I was like, whoa, take it easy. It was like
after 30 minutes they were up
it
for
was so
nothing
hard to
already.
digest
Half an hour.
Yeah, they did it so
Boom, boom,
rapidly.
boom, boom.
Maybe it's because I expected a little bit more from Genoa. I think I put too much. I put all my money on Genoa this season, thinking they're gonna be like a
Might
dark
need the
horse.
house.
Yeah, Anto, I'm gonna be sleeping on your couch for a couple of
Oh
weeks
my
or
God.
months.
You'll let him sleep on the couch?
Yeah, it's
let him
okay.
sleep with the dog in the
with
back.
the dog. Oh, the dog is a nice boy. Nice.
Actually, your dog gets treated well. That might be too good for Mike. Your dog gets fed steak.
Yeah.
You cook steak for your dog.
Oh my God! And not just a steak, filet mignon. And if the steak is less than 3.5 inches, the dog gets everything.
I'm coming over tonight.
In my next life, I want to become your dog.
Yeah, all right.
What do you take me for a long?
What do you
take me for a walk?
No, next life. I have an extra leash. You can have to wait for the next life.
All right.
We get you right now. I have a nice leash.
Can you give me an
it's
AC
black
Milan?
and white. No, black and white.
black and white,
On a Juventus leash. Yeah.
You're so nice.
Thank you.
Thanks, BFF.
You're gonna eat well. Believe me.
Beautiful.
No leftover.
Ah, nice.
Top
You feed your dog better than my dad feeds me.
Oh my God.
It's crazy.
Hey, Gaetano, I'm surprised to hear that. So, my friend, I'm going to have to talk when you come back. He wants a steak.
Okay, but regardless, Genoa haven't been eating so well. Well, they ate 4 goals from Fiorentina, but I expected them. I don't know. They looked all over the place. And Fiorentina, I just feel like they couldn't handle all that pressure. And like we said, whatever, first game, whatever, Gilardino's got to figure out a bunch of things. And Fiorentina also, I got to mention, Barak is not there. And he's was a huge part whenever he started from Fiorentina. So when he comes in, even more firepower.
I don't know if he walks into the team anymore.
Maybe not walks, but just added options for Italiano, which
they have really good. They have a great bench.
They have depth this year.
Like Mike made a good point that they still are missing a couple key players.
And Castrovilli.
Beltran still didn't. Well, Castrovilli's gone.
Why?
He got his. I think didn't he tear his ACL?
Wait a moment. He didn't pass the physical.
I think he tore his knee again.
I know some kind of.
I think it might be.
Double check on that, Mike.
Questionable. I'm not sure about that. He's injured.
No, he's definitely injured. I just don't know what
I'm pretty sure it was his knee again. I think so.
It was one of the exhibition game or just the.
It was when I think because he failed his medical at Bournemouth, that's what happened. Also, while Mike checks that
knee injury.
Yeah, but what?
Return expected January 18th.
Oh, so then it can't be.
Okay, it's not.
But check what it is.
He's probably.
Also, Nico Gonzalez looked great, by the way.
It's
wearing the
always
number 10. Header-wise, he's also underrated. He's really good with at headering the ball.
He's not that tall.
I know, but he wins the ball with his head. He wins the ball consistently. Anyway, Fiorentina look amazing. Beltran's not even there. Their new signing. Also, you know who look good? The right back, Coyote. The Italian right back.
He's like 19.
Yo, he's
right?
got peckers. The kid is good.
He can play for Italy, this kid
Yes.
here? Oh.
Yep, he played
I
for
like
the
him.
youth team already. He looks like another
like
guy
him.
that's a problem. Biragi's another one who's getting better with age.
Biraghi.
Did you watch the goal?
I did, but Biraghi is very streaky. Biraghi.
Mike, let me search. I'll search in Italian,
Yeah.
so I'll find it. Go, keep talking.
Yeah, Biraghi is always, he plays a lot of minutes. He touches a lot of balls here and there. He gets himself, he wears himself out because it's always doing this up and down. But the quality of Biraghi, it's not it's not a quality player. I don't think.
You don't think he's a quality player?
Nah,
He scores free kicks. He gives assists.
Nah,
he scores
that was
goals.
last year. This year is not gonna. They're not gonna let him do that.
Why aren't you? Why aren't you a fan of him?
I'm
Because he
not
played
a
at
big
Inter.
fan of him because
he played at Inter.
a little bit.
That's what I think it is.
Well, but listen, Joe and I we're friends. Joe, all of us we're friends with Joe and Rocco. But
He's good. He produces.
he produces,
He's
but
the captain.
it's not quality. It's not Bonaventura. It's not it's a winger.
Mark,
He's
do you
a
think
winger.
Biraghi's quality?
I just said he's part of that group.
He thinks he's not quality.
That's Antonio's opinion. Let him have his
I don't
opinion.
think it's national team caliber for
Okay,
me.
whatever. Now, there's competition.
That's what I
national
meant
team.
to say. I mean, for
okay.
Fiorentina, it's okay, but
Fiorentina is very good.
I don't think he can. He wears the captainship.
Yeah,
band
look,
Yeah,
all
it
he's
the
a
says
time.
here.
captain.
It says here that it was his ACL. It's his ACL.
And how did he?
But how's it
how did
only
he
till
do it?
January then?
I don't see that it's till January.
I think it's
I
going to be
checked transfer market.
couple. That's a shame because he had the number 10. So now for Nico Gonzalez to take number 10, that means he lost the number 10 shirt, right?
No, he still has it. They're not going
What
to
are you
change
talking
it.
about? It? Nico Gonzalez was
Oh,
wearing
Nico
10.
Gonzalez. Yes.
Yeah, but
They gave
that
it
was
to him.
Castrovilli's jersey.
Well, they thought he was leaving.
Oh.
That's why. And if he's not going to be playing,
Castrovilli, I can see him doing very well in another team, like Genova, for example. We were talking about Genova. Gilardino can use some help over there too because they need some quality in the midfield.
The thing is, he needs consistent
feed Retegui.
consistent time and minutes.
The defense
without
of
being
Genova,
injured.
they have to do a lot of work on defense
Yeah.
because they did a scrappy work over there. Not good.
I
But
don't know.
I trust Alberto. He's a good.
You think they're going to manage to stay up?
They are. It's a big, una grande piazza. I mean, Genova. If Genova goes down and Sampdoria doesn't come up, all the Ligurians are not gonna have a stadium to go to a game to go. I mean, they're gonna go to Serie B's game, but hey, it is what it is.
So they said he needs his ACL repaired and he was having
ACL?
surgery. I don't know if it's completely broken or
Maybe it's a
probably
partial.
partial.
yeah,
tear.
something is wrong though there. He's had a lot of.
We're talking about
he's been very
December,
unlucky.
November, December, something like that.
Anyway,
Sounds fine.
who else do we got to talk about? Oh, Lazio who threw away
Out of nothing.
They're winning 1-0. Ciro Immobile scores, and the team that I think they had 21 clean sheets last year in the Serie A, one of the best in all of Europe. I believe with Barcelona, they were amongst the top for best defenses, and they concede 2 goals in 2 minutes in the last, I think, 85th minute, 86th minute of the match to Lecce. They completely fell apart. Defensively was their backbone. It's what they were so proud of. They all fell asleep. It was a pretty much a disaster. To lose this sort of game, it's not okay for a team that finished second place in Serie A, for a team that I have Verona struggling at the bottom of the table.
I don't. Oh, I do have them struggling, but not relegated.
Listen, Lazio, they failed to put the
man.
game away 4 or
That was
5
bad.
times. The goalkeeper, Mike, we watched the game. The goalkeeper, the ball was going in. He saves
Falcone.
with Falcone. He saves
Falcone
with the
did
It would have been
well.
2-0.
The ball
And that
was-
would have been game over.
That would be game over. What about Felipe
Felipe
Anderson?
Felipe.
Felipe Anderson 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. He throws the ball away. If Lazio didn't, if Lazio would have scored the 2-0, the game would be over right there. I mean, because they know how to defend. But the attack of Lecce, they kept going and going and going and going and going. They never stopped.
Strefezza and Banda are 2 good players.
Oh my
They're
God,
2 players I like a lot.
Strefezza for the size that he have, Mike, it's just about your eyes, Strefezza.
He's like an Insigne.
No, it's a little Strefezza.
He's like your height, Mike.
It's your height.
He's a little
You're
guy.
taller than
I'll
that.
search it
He's a
out.
little guy.
No. Mike is not a little guy. Don't say
Is
that.
Mike a tall guy?
It was just middle of the range.
Where's my height?
Yeah.
You're right. What's the height?
6 foot.
That was good.
Strefez, I like him. I like him a lot.
Yeah, Banda too. I like Banda. But Lecce,
Banda, but I think he got injured. Oh
You're
my God, that guy
scared me.
was all over the place. He was Banda.
It's like you're baptizing him. Banda, 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 banda.
He was all over the place.
Banda, why is it Banda?
That guy's small. That guy
Is
was
he
all
like
over the
Mike?
place.
Is he like Mike?
No, Mike is taller.
Another
Mike is
6-footer.
Mike is taller. Banda. You know what banda means? Band in Italian, you know? Orchestra.
I thought they were going to struggle a lot more with Huymund. I don't have them going down either.
What
Just
about
because of
the
Corvino.
blonde guy?
Wow.
What about the blonde kids
Yo,
from
Banda's
Lecce?
5'3".
I'm telling you.
Oh,
What are you, bro?
sure.
You're making it seem like he's so
Oh,
little.
5'7", Mike.
5'7"?
Yeah.
well, depends on shoes. I appreciate that. Anto.
Don't laugh at my body.
Thanks,
Yeah, you
Anto.
see?
Unbelievable.
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 Juventus people, they are.
Unbelievable.
Yeah,
No
you guys
good.
are crazy, man.
That's probably the shortest player I've seen. For real. Insigne's like 5'6". Banda's 5'3". I don't know anyone that's shorter.
It's a little guy, but he's good.
I just know if you guys have
He's
a shorter
baller.
player.
See, this is why.
Fast.
This is why.
Yeah,
If you're
you
if
gotta
you're
be fast if you're that.
if you're a youngster
like
that's
that.
watching, because my nephew is very short, and he always says, "Oh, I'm too short. I'm too short." But if you're good with the ball, look at this, 5'3", and
Look
the guy
at
plays
Messi.
in Serie A.
Look at Messi.
This sport, football is
How
a
tall is Messi?
sport that you can
My
make it if you're good enough, no matter what.
My son thought that said why player can never win the NBA MVP, and I said to him, look, Steve Nash. Steve Nash is was one of the smallest guy on the NBA.
Check how much.
No, he's
Yeah.
tall. For NBA
Yeah, he's
players,
probably
tall.
6 foot, right?
Probably.
6'2", Steve Nash, probably
Oh,
6'1",
that's still-
6'2".
Yeah,
But you know what?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not a
yeah.
LeBron James 7-footer or
But a point guard, you don't have to be that
No,
tall,
you
right?
Can, you can. Oh,
wow.
6'3", bro.
What
You
was Nate
see?
Robinson? What was Nate Robinson?
Robinson
Nate
was 5'2",
small.
5'3".
No,
Nate
no,
Robinson.
no.
I'm
I
serious.
think he's probably 5'11".
No, he's
He's
not.
probably my height.
5'3", 5'4".
He's probably
Double check.
5'9".
5'9".
He just
He
looks
just
really
looks
short.
compared to
Compared to
everyone
those
else.
guys.
Yo, that's you know.
Hey,
5'2"
on the TV he looks 5'2" to
Yeah, because
me.
you're compared to the rest
I
of
liked him. It was a
I used
big
to like him.
spark. I liked him.
In the dunk contest, I remember
5'2".
watching.
Wow.
You see, dunking the ball. I can never reach that thing now because I'm
Because you're not an athlete.
I'm
you're not
40
a professional NBA player.
I am 40
Wonder
years
why.
old. But Nate,
Anto pulls a muscle when he yawns.
Anything else we missed?
I think
that's
we
it.
covered most of the
What a dramatic
teams.
start. Dramatic
Yeah.
start, exciting start.
Beautiful. I like Serie A. I seen the Serie A a lot
This
more
year's
competitive.
crazy.
A lot
This
more
year's crazy.
competitive. The competition is going to be fierce.
I see something
Fierce.
I see something
And
special
in a
this year.
way- in a
lot of
way-
good storylines too.
But Micro, in a way, it's good. You know why? Because you do not let the big team relax playing those quote unquote small teams. Those small teams are nasty. They're not there to lay out the red carpet for you to come over there and take the game away. They're gonna fight and they're gonna fight and they're gonna fight. Look at Bologna. They for the first 10 minutes
Bologna doesn't have it this
they
year.
were pressing AC Milan into their field. AC Milan was always passing the ball back to Magnan. But let me tell you something. If Bologna buys a striker and a defender, Bologna is gonna be in good shape.
Anto, I want to ask you something. We posted a stat. Let me test your knowledge. In 2023, who do you think has the best minute to goal ratio?
Pulisic.
Minute to goal ratio. Ooh.
The most efficient scorer, like based
Chukwueze.
on their time and the goal scored.
Well,
Reinders?
No, easy.
In 2023, not the season.
2023.
The whole from January to
Calendar year.
Osimhen.
Good guess. Very
Second.
close. That was
Yeah,
second
close.
place.
Second place. What's Lautaro?
Yeah. Nice.
I was hoping Osimhen, but
Did you read the Gazzetta today?
no, I swear to God.
I think you read my screen.
He
No, I
can't
didn't
read
know,
from
no,
there.
I gotta be Lautaro.
There was a big picture of Lautaro doing this.
Osimhen. I thought because it was the capocannoniere figure.
yeah.
I said, hey, you gotta
That's
go
fair,
for him.
that's
It's just
fair,
minute to
that's
goal
fair.
ratio. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. That is our recap of
And it was
round
fun
one.
to come back, guys. Okay,
We
Don't
will be
forget-
back for round two.
Banda,
for round 2. When is round 2? After
Next week.
next week. Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon. Ciao.
Banda, 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 banda.